G'day legends, I'm back with some more stuff for you to spend money on. Now this stuff is going to make some pretty good Christmas presents, either for your friends or family, or even better, maybe for yourself. We all know those are the best gifts to give. I'm going to try and make this video real quick. I've got 3 products here from Flextail. As a lot of you guys know already, I really rate Flextail as one of the better companies out there. Not only are they producing some awesome lightweight camping gear for hiking and motorcycling, they also listen to customers' feedback, which I'll get into a bit later. So as I said, I've got 3 super lightweight products to show you guys this time. The first one is the headlamp. It's a Helio 600Z 600 lumen super lightweight headlamp. You also have the Zero Flash, which is a 1200 lumen handheld flashlight or torch. And finally, the tiny speaker, which is of course a super lightweight, very small Bluetooth speaker. Now most of this stuff is already on sale for Black Friday, but you can also take off 15% with my code MVDBR15. That is a further 15% off sale prices, so you can get this stuff quite cheap, guys. Anyway, let's get straight into the first product, and I reckon we will start with the headlamp, the Helio 600Z from Flextail. Right, I'll show you guys a bit of close-up footage of these products as I rattle off a few specs. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll try and keep this video short. As I said, this stuff is super lightweight. It's designed for hikers. This thing, it's an interesting looking headlamp. Only weighs 62 grams as I weighed it myself with the strap included and the battery. It is IP67 waterproof and drop proof to 1 meter. As I said, 600 lumens with a 100 meter range, and that's with the spot beam. It has 2 different LEDs here. One is a spot and one is a flood. Now you can run both of those LEDs at the same time if you want double the power. That's how you get your 1200 lumens. So we've got 2 separate buttons on the top here, one for flood, one for spot. We double tap this one to turn on the spot, and then we double tap the other one to turn on the flood. So that's the flood beam there, and then we add the spot. So yeah, pretty cool. Now with both these modes you can click the button to dim it, and in the flood mode, if we hold the button down, we then get a red light, which is great for not drawing the bugs to you when you're trying to cook and all that sort of stuff. Press the button again, it goes to a flashing red mode, and then off. We hold the button down in spot mode, we get SOS. Press the button again, we get a simple beacon mode. So if you're lost or whatever, you want somebody to find you, the beacon mode is pretty good. It uses both LEDs, and same with the SOS. Now obviously we have an elastic head strap with a plastic adjuster here, and also of course we can adjust the angle of the light. So of course if it's on your head and you need to see further down, there we go. But you know, the flood beam kind of, you know, obviously it's a big wide area of light, so pretty much lights everything up, and you can click the brightness down. Now we do have a USB-C port underneath a rubber flap here, which you can, you know, use it to charge the headlight of course, and you can also remove the battery if you need to replace it, or you can actually charge the battery itself separately. It has its own USB-C port. Now it has a pretty cool clear case on it, which you can see these little blue LEDs through the clear case, which show you how much battery is remaining. Now one thing I will mention with this product, I did originally review it at least 4 months ago now, and I actually found an issue with this product. Because the entire case was clear before all the way around to the bottom here, the light would actually spill out of the bottom and shine in your eyes when you were wearing it on your head. It's fairly bright, but I'm noticing, I don't know if you'll be able to notice in the footage, but it shines into my eyes because of the clear lens at the bottom there. It's a little bit distracting. Now I mentioned that in my review when I sent the video to the guys at Flextail, and they said, well, hang on, we need to fix that before we release this product. So good on you guys for doing that. They did fix that. It's now blacked out on the bottom, so that light doesn't come down into your eyes anymore. Much better. So good on you guys. Always good when companies listen to feedback. And yeah, now they've got a solid product. I have no complaints with it now. It's really a nice little torch. And if you're looking for something super lightweight as you can get for a headlamp, this is it. Rechargeable, very usable too, like it's so easy to use. The only accessory that comes with the Helio is a USB-C charging cable, but that's really all you need. Now you can order these wherever you are in the world. I'm not sure what overseas prices are, but here in Australia they're currently on sale for 52 Australian dollars, and as I said, you can take a further 15% off that with my code MBDBR15, and I'm pretty sure there's free shipping as well, so you really can't complain about that. So there you go, the sweet little Helio 600 from Flextail. Cool little headlamp, check it out. Alright, next up we have the Zero Flash, the handheld little baby torch flashlight. This thing is tiny. They claim it's 31 grams. I weighed it with the battery inside it. It's 48 grams with the battery, so still very freaking light. Again, IP67 waterproof, and up to 1200 lumens out of this tiny little thing. Now we have two buttons on the side of this thing to turn it on and off. The one at the front is the main power button, so we double tap that to turn it on. Comes onto moonlight mode. It actually comes back onto whatever mode you turned it off in, which is great. It remembers where you were. Now you can cycle through 4 different brightness modes there, and then off. If you say leave it on that setting there, medium, long press to turn it off, and it will come back onto that when you double tap it again. So the brightest setting on that one is 400 lumens, and you can see there's also a small LED in the button that will show you how well your battery's going. If it goes red, it needs charging. Now the button at the back activates the boost mode, which is the 1200 lumens, so double tap that, go straight onto the 1200 lumen brightest mode. It's quite bright. Tap it again, we'll get a strobe. Tap it again, SOS. Now again, we have a waterproof rubber flap here with a USB-C port there for charging, and again we can remove the battery if you need to or want to, and the battery itself can be charged separately again. Does of course come with a USB-C cable and a little lanyard. What it also strangely comes with is this thing. It's like a metal case. The torch basically goes inside it, and I guess it's a protective sort of case, but I'm not really sure what the point of it is. It kind of looks like a gun barrel or something, but I guess it'd be cool for the kids to play with. It's got like a little slide on top here that you can slide back like a slide on top of a gun. That allows you to access the turbo mode underneath there. Otherwise you can access the main button at the front. So there you go. Yeah, bit of a strange one, that little case, but anyway. What's probably more handy than the metal case is the little two-way clip on there. You can also remove that if you want to, but yeah, you can clip it front ways or backwards onto your hat or whatever. Now the Zero flashlight is $93, guys. They're not that cheap. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but as I said, you can take 15% off that with my code, and again, free shipping. So yeah, there you go. That is the Zero Flash. Now last but not least, we have the tiny speaker. Now I will quickly show you guys what you get with it. Basically just a USB-C charging cable as always, instructions, and the speaker itself with this removable case. So it's like a Velcro strap that goes around it. So that's the speaker itself. It is freaking tiny, and the little case that it goes into is pretty cool if you want to be able to hang it or whatever. Just have to make sure when you put it in there that you line up the button with the hole there so that you can still operate it. But yeah, that gives you a little carabiner to hang it. If you want to hang it on your backpack while you're walking, or hang it from a tree while you're camping or whatever. I am a fan of Bluetooth speakers. I've got a couple of other bigger ones here that I use regularly, and I'll be able to compare these scientifically with each other and see what the difference is. Obviously, when it comes to speakers, bigger is always better. Maybe not always, but generally. Okay, so here we go, the very scientific test of these speakers. I'm just going to play some music through each one. I'm just kidding about it being scientific, guys. This is very dodgy. There's a lot of ambient noise here. The best way I can record this is through the camera's microphone, which is not ideal. But we've got the sound core, the biggest one here. Obviously it's going to have the best sound. The JBL, which is a little bit smaller, that's the clip for, and then we have the little Flextail tiny speaker on the end. That's going to be playing through the phone, obviously through the Bluetooth speakers, and then I will play it through the speaker on the phone itself. Obviously all of these are going to be better than a phone's speaker. Yeah, varying degrees of sound quality, obviously. Okay, so we'll go the Sound Core Motion Plus first. is of course the phone speaker. And it's pretty much on max volume. But yeah, for the size and weight of this guy, it's a pretty good option for you camping or hiking. Speaking of weight, they claim 182 grams. That must just be for the speaker itself. I weighed it with the case and it was 202 grams. So for a small Bluetooth speaker, that's still pretty lightweight. It's 48 millimeters in diameter and 40 millimeters thick, and of course IPX7 waterproof. So if you drop this one in the water, it's going to be okay. It runs Bluetooth 5.2, which is awesome for, you know, good range of Bluetooth. You can be, I think it's something like 30 feet away from this thing. It'll still work, still be paired to your phone. It'll charge up in 2 hours with the USB-C cable provided, and you'll get 5 hours of playback at max volume, and they reckon 33 hours at 15% volume. So for the size of it, that's pretty impressive, really. So to control this thing, when you first turn it on, it will automatically go into pairing mode. Now when you've got the case on it here, you can't actually hit that button because it's, you know, down in that eyelet there. So they do actually give you this little poker thing that you can use to press the button. So basically you long press to turn it on, and if it's not paired with anything yet, it will automatically go into pairing mode, and then you just search for it on your phone. I'll show you guys how to do that. So you can play and pause the music with using this button here. Once it's paired, click it once, it'll start playing. Click it again, it'll pause. If you double tap that button, it will go to the next track. If you triple tap it, it will go to the previous track. Now unfortunately there is no way to control the volume with this itself. You have to use your phone to adjust the volume, but that's not a big problem. Now when I checked, these bad boys were on sale for $69, and again you can take a further 15% off that with my code MVDBR15 and free shipping. Phew, there we go. I think we're done. I think we are done. That's 3 awesome little lightweight products. Tiny, lightweight, compact stuff from Flextail. It's awesome for motorbike riding, camping, and of course hiking. Great Christmas gifts for that avid motorcycle camper that may already have everything else. Probably doesn't have a tiny Bluetooth speaker that he wants to take with him, because sitting by the fire having a few beers, it's good to have a bit of music. I know I do. I generally take my little JBL, but yeah, why take something that big if you got something a bit smaller and lighter? Anyway, as I said, great Christmas gifts for your friends and family or yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the links below if you want to check out any of these products, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.